Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Nehawashai, Ba'ashem Rachak double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. And in this lesson, I just wanted to share a few thoughts on the recent current events concerning the UFOs or drones that are being witnessed, throughout Babylon the Great, and the various talking points surrounding them. All right, coming from the government, right, of Esau, and also the individuals who have been witnessing them, and just in general, what people are saying about it, but in particular the actual officials, government officials, because it's kind of interesting that this has been happening on a frequent basis, since I think they said Thanksgiving week over here in New Jersey, but even even other parts of United States have been seeing these drones pop up, what they call drones, or UFOs, UAPs, what so have you, and especially around military bases and nuclear. I think they said nuclear bases as well. And I have a video, and I'm going to play also this video I'm showing right here too, just a few minutes of this one, because this is about 9 minutes long. I'm not going to play the whole thing on this one, but you actually had an individual that came in front of Congress and asked the feds, right? I believe the FBI, basically, what these, what is this, and why can't they identify what it is, and what have they been doing to try to identify, what is in the skies over, New Jersey and other parts of the country. And long story short, they said that they don't know. Now, like I said, that's, it's pretty interesting that they say that, because typically the FAA, right, Esau with his technology, they would be able to spot what these drones are, right, or what these flying objects are, with pretty fairly easy ability. But for the fact that they've been popping up close enough for people to be able to see it, with the naked eye, right, be able to see the lights on it, be able to see the size of some of them, right, because they said that some of them looked as big as a SUV. So if regular citizens were able to see these things and it was happening on a consistent basis, then why haven't the government, why haven't these federal agents, with their technology and with their planes or their own drones or helicopters, why haven't they been able to identify what it is? And what, something that came to my mind, is, a couple things, two things, really. The first one is that they know, exactly what it is, right? And it could be some type of secret technology testing that the government is doing, and they don't want to, basically let the public know about it. Maybe it's for some surveillance reasons. Maybe it's for some, other reason that will be disclosed in the future, right? But at this point, and when I say disclosed, they may use this technology, right? These drones or whatever, for the setting up of their surveillance state, right? But for now, they don't want to actually let the public know about it, or they could actually be, chariots, right? They can actually be chariots of the Most High that are cloaking themselves to look like drones, right? To look like something that is identifiable according to this world, right? Or, I said two, but three things. Or it could be an apparition, right? And when you go into the word apparition, let me pull that up.
Or digital veteran cards. And it says this will speed up access.
Oops. Let's go here. Apparition. Right? It says an apparition, it goes into a ghost or ghost-like image of a person, the appearance of something remarkable or unexpected, typically an image of this type, right? Go into, let's see what they have in the, see what it has in the etymon. Apparition. Nope. I spelled that wrong. Am I spelling that correctly? So bear with me. Apparition. Oh, it's an I. All right. Come on. All right, let's see. It says supernatural appearance or manifestation, right? It says used, blah, 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 blah. An appearance, also attendance, right? Stems from appari, to appear, right? To appear, to see. So, these drones, which that's what they're calling them now, could be a sort of an apparition, something that is of a supernatural appearance, right? Or manifestation, something that is appearing in the sky, but really is not made from the earth, right? It's not made, it's not man-made. And I say that because the officials, basically said that they don't expect it to be something that is done by an individual or a group of people, right? But they have no information on what exactly it is. So I'm going to let you listen to this first clip here, and then we'll go to the other one.
What is going on in New Jersey?
So, sir, the FBI and our Newark field office, along with the state and local partners there, the Bureau is actively investigating the situation you mentioned, just the unexplained sighting of drone activity over that part of New Jersey, including proximity to sensitive sites and areas of concern. So we do not attribute that to an individual or a group yet. We're investigating, but I don't have an answer of who's responsible for that, of one or more people that are responsible for those drone flights. But we're actively investigating. What the Bureau has done to aid our state and local partners is what we generally do, enlist the help of the interagency, enlist the help of the public. There's a tip line there, that 1-800-CALL-FBI, tips.fbi, for information from the public that could help us resolve this. It is concerning.
Is the public at risk? What is going on in New Jersey?
Now I'm going to read this. It says, incompetent. Dozens of car-sized drones and UFOs have been circling New Jersey for weeks. The feds just admitted they have no idea what's going on and don't have a plan to deter the flights. All right, so this is in an official statement from, the feds, and they're basically saying that they don't have a clue what is actually going on. And it's not, as like I said, it's not as if it's been happening, just only happened once or twice, or it's happening sporadically. When you go and look up in the news, you have individuals, multiple, various different individuals who have been saying that they've been seeing these things for days, right? Consistently, particularly at nighttime. So the fact that they, at this point, still don't have a clue onto what it is, that just speaks volumes on, as it says here, the incompetency of Esau Edom. And the scriptures talks about, where is thy wisdom, right? Let me pull that up real quick. All right, the wisdom basically of Edom is gone out, right? And these are people who get paid, right? These are individuals supposed to be, the best at research and analyzing and discovering, right? Investigating things. And here it is. You got unidentified vehicles flying, pretty low, right? Pretty low in your airspace, and you have no clue onto what it is. Jeremiah, that's what I wanted. What is that? 49. Jeremiah 49, verse 7, it says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? See? In the NLT, it says, is there no wisdom in Teman? Is no one left to give wise counsel? So they're in these formal settings, right? In these congressional hearings, at being asked questions, and the man himself, the guy that was answering, you can clearly see that he was under duress, trying to give a response or an answer, but at the end of the day, knowing either, like I said, either purposely saying he doesn't know, or they really may not have a clue onto what these vehicles are. But the simple fact that this is happening here at this time in the earth, just for us, is just more proof that we're, at the end of Esau's age. All right. And, who knows? They may actually be very terrified. They may be actually, extremely nervous and fearful, because they have really no idea what is happening, what is going on. It could be a major security breach. Like I said, they're popping up around sensitive sites, right? Military sites, and they can't do anything about it. And that's why I said it could be an apparition, right? Actually, since I said that, and the reason why I thought of that is because this is something that happened before within the history of Israel. All right. And this is why it's important to, know our history, right? Know the things that Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai has done for us, throughout our history, because the Lord is, always, with his anointed, his elect, right? Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, says that Israel is not forsaken, nor Judah, right, of his power. You see? So 2 Maccabees 5, verse 1, it says, about the same time Antiochus prepared his second voyage into Egypt, and then it happened that through all the city, for the space almost of 40 days, there were seen horsemen running in the air, and clothed of gold, and armed with laces, like a band of soldiers, and troops of horsemen in array, encountering and running one against another, with shaking of shields, and multitude of spikes, and drawing of swords, and casting of darts, and glittering of golden ornaments and harness of all sorts. So what they were seeing in the air, right, in the skies, was military games being done by angels, right? By an army in the heavens, right? That's why it says troops of horsemen in array, right? And it says, verse 4, wherefore every man prayed that the apparition might turn to good. All right. So you had people, individuals, citizens, regular individuals, officials, they all seen this, and they were saying, and during this time, they were praying that that apparition might turn to good, that it won't be a bad omen. And that's the same type of rhetoric that is being spoken about these so-called drones or UFOs, right? People are afraid because they're saying that not only do they not know what it is, but their officials, people that they are entrusting to keep them safe, they also are clueless. They also are, flabbergasted by what they're seeing. And because of that, it's making the actual citizens that are seeing these things, right, even more afraid. And they want to know, is this a security? That's why the guy asks, is this a security threat to citizens? Are citizens in danger? Because they want to know, is this going to be something that is harmful or is this something that is good? Right? So let's listen to this.
There is a growing mystery that's now extended across the country. Swarms of drones, some the size of small cars, have been flying at night over parts of New Jersey and New York. And yesterday, a sighting in California over a high-ranking military meeting.
What's going on in America? Why doesn't our government tell us what's going on in these skies? Is this the military doing active military things? Then let us know.
They're two times the size, rather, so they're about 4 feet, and it looks like it's a fixed-wing type craft. What concerns us mostly is that at this point, nobody's seen any of these units taking off or landing.
This is a significant threat to U.S. national security.
Drones flying at night in formation. One report says when an official aircraft approached one set one night, the lights on the drones went dark. And last night, 49 additional sightings were reported, including 20 in Hunterdon County.
It is concerning when you've got these literal UFOs flying every single night. And Marky, they're huge. These are not like your...
Yeah, look at this video.
6 feet across in some cases.
This is crazy.
The mood is more concerned now than before. But what I've said is...
And when you look at, once again, just the title of this, it says mass UFO event, nationwide emergency declared. And once again, like, this is literally taking place, literally happening all across Babylon, right? It says drone sightings reported in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. The guy just said it happened in Los Angeles. Later in this video, I believe somebody said it was in Arizona and North Carolina. So it's West Coast, East Coast, North, South. It's everywhere, right? And it's not just, like I said, one or two. There's dozens of these things popping up. Okay? So this begs the question, if this isn't the actual government doing this, then you either have some other nation, right, that has infiltrated within American airspace, right, like China or Russia, some other, adversary, or these are actual chariots of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, or this is an apparition that the Lord is plaguing Babylon the Great with, right, and these people with. Whatever the actual answer is remain to be seen. But we know ultimately that all these things work for the good of the believers, right? Us, we're not afraid, right? We're not dismayed at the signs of the heavens. We're not afraid of these things, even if it's China, if it's actual other nations' vehicles that are enemies to America. Well, then that's just prophecy being fulfilled, because we know that Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed in an up and coming war, right? If it's actual chariots, then that's just a look up, for our salvation is nigh at hand, right? If it's an apparition, then this is the Lord just sending plagues, more and more plagues upon Babylon. And if it's actually the government doing this, then for what reason? Clearly it's something that they're trying to keep under wraps, but it's going to be something that won't be for the good of the public. right? So that could bring in some type of uproar, some type of calamity. So at the end of the day, it's all good for us, right? It's all good for the hopeful elect. All right, let's keep playing.
That if this is something nefarious, then we should be even more concerned that the FBI, Homeland Security don't know what it is.
That is not an airplane. It's the latest in a string of mysterious drone sightings posted on social media that has residents worried. And this morning, the FBI is investigating.
They're just pacing back
Worried.
and forth, going very slow.
It would be very difficult for a small business or even a medium-sized business to have the ability to pilot a large group of these and be this systematic over a long period of time.
And today, a large drone seen here, also described as the size of a small vehicle, flying over a California event where Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin was in attendance.
Diane Atkins says she first heard a roaring noise and then looked out her window in Bay Ridge to see these lights, several in the sky near the Verrazano Bridge. She believes they are all drones.
They started to change from like white lights. They started to get like more like reddish green blinking lights. There had to be in total 10, maybe 12 of these things. And some of them came closer. They went over my building. You could hear the whir of the motor. They seemed pretty large.
Any chance they could be planes?
Absolutely not. Definitely not planes. And there were too many of them. There's no way planes could fly that close together.
Still, no one seems to know exactly what is going on.
It's highly unusual, Walter.
Maureen Rush is a 45-year law enforcement veteran and president of the Philadelphia Police Foundation. She says it's important to note that many of the sightings include commercial-grade drones, some as large as small airplanes, not the kinds used by hobbyists. Her other concern?
Is there are multiple drone sightings, and they're almost in a flock. You know, if they were geese, they would be in a flock. And that's what's really unnerving for people.
And the sightings seem to be spreading,
This is the third time that it's come around.
with large drones reportedly in the sky around Philadelphia.
Look at it.
The mysterious flying objects preventing a medical helicopter from landing to pick up a car crash victim.
Jonathan Lace, a pilot himself, shot this shocking video overnight of multiple car-sized drones near the Essex County, New Jersey airport. So concerned by what he saw, he contacted the FAA.
What's been probably the most alarming thing to you?
As a pilot, I can tell you that when you're about to land, the last thing you want to see is something hovering in front of you.
It's difficult to kind of wrap your head around. They're no threat, but we don't know what they're there for or who's piloting.
The buzz about these aircraft started last week and spilled into the weekend.
That's huge.
Doug McLaughlin shared these videos of the unusual activity seen from his Marlton backyard.
Saturday night, we were sitting outside by the fire, and there they appeared.
Is there ever a question in your mind if these are actually just planes?
No, the flight path above our house has been the same probably for years. So they're not following the regular flight path for the planes going to the airport.
These are apparently as I understand it, very sophisticated. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark. And, we're obviously most concerned about sensitive targets and sensitive critical infrastructure. So we've got military assets, we've got utility assets, we've got the president-elect's one of his homes here.
Sightings also now being reported in New York City. Staten Island.
So, that's pretty much it. Now, like I said, I don't want to play the whole thing. But nonetheless, another interesting thing about this whole situation is the fact that while this is going on, you have President-elect Donald Trump. He's gathering his, his cabinet, together, and damn near everybody that he is putting in positions of power is all pro-crypto, right? Cryptocurrency. And, he's really just setting up his whole administration to be for the cryptocurrency age, right? The digital currency age. Actually, you have here, it says U.S. President-elect Trump is going to be very focused on the price of Bitcoin during his presidency, Axios reports. All right. Trump to focus on Bitcoin during his presidency. So why is that? All right. That begs the question, what is he, really about to get popping, right? And you have Elon Musk along with Vivi, got that Department of Government Efficiency, acronym Deutsch, right? Going to that Deutsch coin, which is a crypto coin, that basically said that they're about to get rid of a lot of federal businesses, cut a lot of different federal funding. So, 2025 is shaping up to be one hell of a year. Okay. And so you got these things flying around, having people distracted. Like I said, it could very well be the government, Esau, them doing this purposely to have people distracted from what's going on. You also had Donald Trump's son. He has said this. President-elect Trump's son, Eric Trump, says cryptocurrency is the future. I believe that cryptocurrencies are the future. Banking is slow as hell. It's antiquated, and it doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense that banks run on 9 to 5 schedules 5 days a week. So they're setting it up to get rid of the old way of doing commerce, right? The old way of the agora, the marketplace, the buying and selling, the exchange of currency. They're all setting that up, and that's going to be a thing of the past. And this cryptocurrency, digital currency, digital wallet payment system is what it seems that they're about to go Operation Warp Speed to push in. All right, so last thing, and I'm not going to read this, but I did a video yesterday on Australia rolling out this digital currency, digital system, digital ID system, and here, which one was it? Oh, you know what? I have it over here. It says digital ID, and this is coming from the Telegraph. Came out 3 days ago, 2 days ago. Digital ID to be introduced for pubs and clubs. Government initiative, part of wider effort to move more state functions online, including paying taxes and opening a bank account. And this is in the UK. So we have Australia, saying that they're moving forward with phase, the second and third phase, or third and fourth phase on their digital ID. And over here in the UK, they're also, moving in that same direction. Okay. So, there's a lot of things happening, a lot of things going down. And for us, it's all, and more the reason why we got to be sober minded and be watching, right? As the scripture says, watch and as well as pray. Okay, and I'll get this here in 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of you, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So that's why we have to be mindful, right? Be circumspect, right? Be sober-minded, so that Satan, right, which the wicked Esau Edom comes in the energy of Satan, comes to do the work of Satan, right? With all signs, power, and lying wonders, we can't allow him to get an advantage of us, right? Trying to outsmart us, right? With his deception, with his wiles, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we know that, how he operates, right? The Lord gave us the insight, right? He gave us the foresight, all right, of how this devil works. So when things like this happen, we don't get, too distracted. We don't think, we're looking everywhere circumspectly. He wants to get everybody's attention diverted one way, but because of this truth, we know that we have to look around, all right, not just paying attention to one thing. And we always talk about how Esau brings out these distractions often, right? And right on cue, you have Jay-Z being mentioned, with this whole Diddy allegation. So just keep being mindful, right? And circumspect. Actually, I keep saying it, so let me pull it up, and then we'll close this out. Nope. I know it's in. Let me see. Ephesians. Is it 2? No. Always. But let me do it this way. It'll come up. So bear with me. So Ephesians 5. Here we go. Ephesians 5, verse 15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly," right? Let's see what it has for second. "Carefully, not as fools, but as wise." Okay, not as fools, but as wise, and that is the key point, right? The Lord has given us the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and we should be applying it in these times, right? It says, "Redeeming the time, because the days are evil." So using your time wisely, not being distracted, not being overcharged with the cares of this world, the surfeiting and the drunkenness, right? But being watchful, right? Being mindful, being sober, all right? Because the days are evil. So, I'll end it there. And Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.